Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jaylen Brown.
And he's not been as efficient this month as he had been earlier. Take a look at his true shooting percentage, and it'll show that he's gone a little bit frosty. Maybe tonight he can get that touchback.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Thompson in at the center. And for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength. The conditioning, they determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move. From an investment standpoint.
Bring up some great points. Now here's Thompson. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Tatum. Thompson passes to Brown. Shoots over Redick, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Brown's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Celtics. Pass to Porzingis. Marjanovic with it. Doncic outside. Lets it go from deep. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
And they're moving it up. And the wide open shot from Derrick sinks the triple.
And this is exactly how Derrick makes his living. An incredible three-point shooter who shoots it quickly.
Outside, Smart. Tatum against Porzingis. Three-pointer. And that's good. Jayson Tatum for three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And here's Porzingis for a three.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Tatum's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Second shot opportunity. Count it.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Smart kicks to Tatum. The pass to Thompson. Brown outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Celtics leading by 5. Now coming into the league with immense potential. Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. He kicks it to Derrick. He dishes it to Hardaway. Off target with his three.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
Now Brown. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Really easy to understand why many are high on Porzingis. This guy is a terrific offensive player.
And a wide open look for Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Kev, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable. Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in rebounding. And, of course, he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just an imposing presence inside.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. They lead by 4. Brown Good.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now, here's Doncic, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Reddick. Now, here's Marjanovic. Over Tatum. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
How about that? Reddick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Now, here's Tatum. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. From deep, Walker. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Doncic. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back at you 3. The revenge triple.
Walker with it. Smart on the wing. It's tipped. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
Here's Walker. And again, it's Boston converting.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Pass to Porzingis. Marjanovic with it. Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. Over Brown. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Dallas calls timeout. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Celtics also changing it up. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Smith comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Smart. Now here's Green. 8 points his last outing. Hits it from three-point range.
Boy, Richardson has great range and is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Cauley-Stein against Walker. Over Cauley-Stein. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Here's Brunson. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Here's Cornett. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. He dialed that one up from long distance. Walker's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics. Richardson outside. High post, Cauley-Stein. Richardson up top. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Detroit. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Shooting two.
That's good from Richardson. For your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Tim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Here's Cornette. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Faber. Richardson against Fournier. Now here's Richardson. He's guarded close. Kept alive. Cauley Stein.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
And Fournier kicks to Cornette. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And they take the lead. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Free throw drops for Green. Celtics trail by 3. Walker the pass to Cornette. It's Fournier on the wing. Can they get it? No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys, if for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
All right, a chance here to check out Derrick Faber's stats. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's averaging 7 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Here's Brunson. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Brunson, the bounce pass. Here's Richardson. It's hauled in by Cornette. Celtics trail by 3. This one for 3, and the rejection by Cauley Stein. Here's Nesmith. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
And Fournier able to finish.
Yeah, you know, guys, Fournier is a hard matchup and assignment defensively because he's always in motion and does a good job scrapping for rebounds, too.
Now, here's Richardson. He has 5. The pass to Brunson. Richardson trying to break loose. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
And Walker kicks to Cornette. Outside Fournier. Outside Walker. 5 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, for somebody who's not the biggest or strongest guy out there, Walker is not afraid to get it done inside. A lot of times he gets to the line because he's fearless in attacking the paint.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
I love how efficient Walker is. The Connecticut alum continues to just thrive on the offensive end.
A different look for Dallas. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Parker comes in for Neesmith. And he makes both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Burke kicks to Favors. Passes to Melly. And here is Burke. Richardson outside, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Back to Fournier. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Fournier's got it all tied up now for Boston.
You know, even when you think you've got Fournier bodied up, he still finds a way to slither to a score.
Here's Burke. A solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Mavericks ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how his upbringing helped shape his approach to the game.
I'm the youngest of 4 boys. So as anybody who has siblings, older, younger, you understand the struggle, especially being the youngest. You know, you always got to fight for what you want.
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Green, Josh Richardson out there with Burke. Then there's Favors, and it's Melly in at the 4 slot. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Now, here's Richardson. Kicks it to Favors. That's to Porzingis. Shoots over Fournier. Porzingis can't hit. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Celtics. Walker in the post. Burke covering. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the dunk by Parker.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And he gets the bucket.
And the contact doesn't shake Favors. He just outworks the defense and finishes strong.
Right side to Walker. Tries again. Porzingis with the block. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Favors. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Green. And Doncic is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Boston also with a sub. Smart's checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Goes up the baseline, and it goes out of bounds. That was off Parker. Thompson, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jayson Tatum comes in for Evan Fournier. And so it's Dallas with it. Doncic outside. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Porzingis has got his third bucket of the night.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Thompson passes to Brown. Smart with the ball. He kicks it to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Smart misses.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
In the corner, Marjanovic with it. Now, here's Burke. He's covered by Brown. Burke can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
Hey, Brown is very serious about his scoring. I mean, he's got the green light to fire up from just about anywhere out there, and he takes full advantage of it.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Burke hits them both. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Brown the pass to Tatum from deep. Kept alive by Boston. Count it. Thompson's got his first points in this one. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Burke. Three-pointer. Fades back. And it goes down 2 points. Porzingis has got 9.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Nobody near Williams. Off target from three-point range. The Mavericks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
That is a sweet-looking jumper there, boy. Doncic doesn't need much space or time to get shots off.
And here is Tatum after Luka Doncic hitting the three. Tatum kicks to Brown. Thompson outside. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tatum's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Mavericks shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, you know, I really think the hard work they put in the offseason and so far this year really making a big difference. I mean, they've made a huge improvement in their shooting at the line.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Hardaway.
One shot. And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? For nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now here's Thompson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And he also controlled the backcourt as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Mavericks leading by 4. And here is Doncic. He has 6. Smart deciding where to go with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Celtics have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Burke. He's perfect from the line this time. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. Boston trailing. Launches it. Derrick with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Brunson against Smart. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. They get it again. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Smart.
And what I like about Cauley-Stein is just how hard he plays.
really both ends, a scrappy player.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cornet's checked in. Cauley Stein hits them both. Celtics trail by 4. Tatum finds Brown. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 6.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Nice shot by Smart.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Here's Doncic. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Now, here's Brown. After Luka Doncic's miss, right side Tatum. Derrick with it, now guarded by Tatum. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Now, here's Tatum. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Celtics making a switch here. Nesmith has checked in. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, look at Porzingis. He's on the cusp of the top 10 in the Western Conference voting.
So still a long way away from being named a starter, but the fans aren't overlooking what he's been doing this season.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. That one good for 2.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
From deep three-point range, Nesmith can't get it to go.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Now here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. From deep. It's rebounded by Brunson. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And now a 5-point Dallas lead.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Baseline try, and Boston with the rebound. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And slam dunk by Smart.
Lighter off the floor now. Smart got into better nutrition, got into better shape, and it's paying dividends.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Favors comes in for Porzingis, and it's Green in for J.J. Redick.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Now here's Brunson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Doncic, it falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
Tatum on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness, but also he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
For Dallas, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Good on the second free throw. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Green passes to Favors. Back to Green. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
The Celtics have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And that one falls for Smart. Here's Doncic, 15 points in the game. Pass to Cauley Stein. Now Favors. Doncic outside. Richardson for 3. Rebounded by Smart. Smart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Evan Fournier's checked in for Marcus Smart. And the Celtics with possession here. And Fournier kicks to Parker. Doncic against Walker. Inside runner. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Yeah, he's got the kind of confidence where he feels like nobody can stop him. That's why Walker is so aggressive on offense. especially when he's rolling like this.
Now, here's Doncic. Green fires from way outside. No good on the three. Walker taking his time here. The three from Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Now it's a 6-point Boston lead. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And here's Doncic from the arc. He can't get that one to fall.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And he gets it to go. Tatum's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Doncic, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And so it's Boston, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They showed a lot of improvement in the second quarter. I'm sure they're in a confident mood at the half, holding an 8-point lead. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Celtics.
So far, so good for Kemba. Looks really good in Boston. Fierce competitor, relentless, works hard for every bucket. Good luck checking that dude.
And over to Kenny. Let's get your insights on Dallas.
Their rebounding was an issue. I don't think that they showed the toughness that they need. It'll be a focus for them in the second half, I'm sure. They need to establish a physical presence inside.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. On the floor for Boston. Brown the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker in Smart the guard. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Reddick. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Reddick.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
There's the lob to the hoop, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Thompson, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively. 3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Inside, Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Doncic outside, fires from deep. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Smart. He can't hit that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. For the finish. And Hardaway gets it to go.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Walker. 19 points in the game. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Nails the corner three. Hardaway has got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Back to Walker. Here's the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Sunday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for the matchup with the Suns, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Celtics also with a sub. Williams, he's checked in for Jayson Tatum. All free throws good from Doncic. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Walker the pass to Thompson. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Brown. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. A clear look for Hardaway. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Hardaway has got 9.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Nesmith, he's checked in for Smart. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Misses the 3. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 17-5 run. Here's Porzingis. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 13.
You know, guys, this is the danger Porzingis poses in the open floor. He's excellent at getting to his spot.
Brown outside. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Ball's knocked loose. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Doncic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And an important part of every team's game, we'll look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics. Celtics trail by 7. Brown with it. He's got 18. Here's Nesmith. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Doncic against Walker. And that one's good. Doncic has got 25 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Cornett. The 3. A second chance effort. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Trey Burke's checked in for Luka Doncic. Cornet kicks to Walker. There's the dish to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brown. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks leading by 6. Derrick for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And the rejection by Marjanovic. The shot by Derrick, no good. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Hardaway for 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Walker. Porzingis with the block. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Robert Williams is checked in for Boston. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot clock leader, number 1, Porzingis.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Left side, Walker. Out to the right wing. Here's Nesmith. Hands it from downtown. Nesmith has got 6 here in this quarter.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Marjanovic against Walker. Marjanovic passes to Burke. Clock at 6. Back to Marjanovic. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Fast breaks yield easy buckets, guys. They've made the most of their chances in that regard. Defense not able to get set, get a running start to the rim. You should get a good number of scoring chances that way.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish. And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. Evan Fournier's checked in for the Celtics. Now here's Fournier. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brunson. Nice D from Fournier. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Boston. Basket good. And that's now 24 points for Kemba Walker.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Celtics trail by 7. Unloads. And that one goes long. left to the wing. Here's Brunson. The offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Count that one. Brunson's got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Walker the pass to Fournier. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Celtics trail by 11. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Burke. Got a piece of it. And here we go. From deep, Walker. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's Burke. He's got 7. Dallas moving the ball around. Boston shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Fournier against Derrick. Fournier's shot is off.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. The Celtics get it back in a new 14. Williams gets the bucket.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
A different look for Dallas. Derrick Faber's checked in for Marjanovic. Green comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Richardson in for Burke. And then for Boston. Thompson, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Tatum comes in for Nesmith. And Smart subbed in for Walker. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Jayson Tatum.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
That's good from Green.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Tatum dishes to Fournier. Over Richardson. Fournier's shot is off.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoring.
And there's Richardson on the assist by Porzingis. And it's a 12-point Maverick lead. Smart kicks to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Now here's Brunson. He has 5. Porzingis can't hit. It's Fournier on the wing. Outside, Smart. There's the pass to Tatum. 11 seconds left to play in the third. Shot on the wing, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Green, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Until we start defending with any purpose and playing offense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Favors is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Green. And it's Doncic in at the one. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
Now here's Walker. And here's Tatum for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his third assist on the night. Doncic passes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Richardson against Smart. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Hardaway's checked in for Green. Now here's Tatum. Down low. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum puts himself in really good position with his footwork. Fundamentally sound. He's on fire right now.
Doncic finds Richardson. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Richardson. Fires for three. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Hardaway against Walker. To the wing right side. Left side, Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense had overcommitted and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Doncic against Walker. Doncic passes to Porzingis. His 3-pointers off the mark. Celtics trail by 8 in the corner. Smart with it. Over Hardaway. Smart misses. Richardson with it. He's picked up by Parker, and Parker with the block.
Absurd bounceability displayed by Parker. I mean, he uses it so well on defense. It's not just the leaping ability, but the timing as well.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
And good that time.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Tatum down low. Guarded by Hardaway. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Richardson. Mavericks making a switch here. Derrick is checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Brown's checked in.
What's up?
During his rookie season, Jayson Tatum was Boston's go-to guy in the Eastern Conference Finals. A rare opportunity, and that young fella delivered at a high level.
Now, here's Doncic. A wide open look here for Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Now the feed to Smart. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Walker against Doncic. Passes it to Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. It's good.
And, you know, you look at Porzingis, he's got his shot on automatic. Not much wasted motion in that stroke.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Smart. Outside Tatum. Trying to get open is Thompson. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Tatum.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Here's Porzingis. That one doesn't go, and it's Boston the other way. And here's Walker outside. They get it back. Thompson with the bucket. And now it's only a 5-point Maverick lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The three for Doncic. Another three for Dallas.
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys. And for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
Here's Thompson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on J.J. Redick.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Mavericks leading by 5. And here is Doncic. Out to Hardaway. It's up a 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Blinding speed. Walker can be an unstoppable force in transition.
The Mavericks have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. And it's Doncic missing. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. To the inside, Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Pass to Walker. And Thompson kicks to Walker. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 8 now on the night. The Mavericks trailing. Outside, Redick. Back to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. The pass to Porzingis. Outside for Redick. 5 on the clock. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Outside, Smart. Lets it go with a 3. Up again, and it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got 20 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Good D by Thompson. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And, you know, if you throw it up, Tatum will go get it now. He's a really good athlete. You can't let him roam free like that.
Doncic looking it over. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Another 3 for Dallas.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Walker nails both of them. Dallas shooting at 51%. really solid. Now Derrick. Outside Hardaway. Doncic outside. Lets the three fly. He doesn't hit that one. Walker with some nice D.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Here's Doncic. Jayson Tatum picking up that last basket. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Passes it to Derrick. 6 to shoot. Over Smart. Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, all that size and length there. When Porzingis is using his body like this, I mean, it forces the defense to be aggressive.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Their ability to rebound and convert those second chance opportunities has been a running theme throughout.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, with Porzingis, the potential is really exciting. I mean, with his size and skill set, I think he's got a chance to be a dominant force for a long time.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. It's the bucket and the foul. That's on J.J. Redick.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
What's up?
And that one falls for Smart. Mavericks trail by 5. The three for Doncic. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got 36.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Back to Smart. Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
They get that one, the guys, on the night. That's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
Kicks it to Walker. To the middle. Here's Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness of Jayson Tatum there. He's looking for contact and doing a nice job drawing the fouls there.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Tatum. And so Tatum nails them both. Mavericks trail by 4. Now here's Doncic, and here's Porzingis for a 3. Over in the corner, Brown. Outside, Walker. Boston again missing. Dallas shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Porzingis can't hit. Celtics leading by 4. Smart wide open, he fires. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks shooting straight 49% from the field. Pass to Doncic. From deep three-point range. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Thompson finds Brown. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And Jay, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Here's Marjanovic. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Outstanding execution that time. Hardaway Jr. loves being the guy they go to in these situations.
Here's Tatum, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. Super 2.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
Gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
The 3 from Tatum. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. And they double up Doncic. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Mavericks with possession here. And he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
And here's Tatum for 3. Laces one from 3.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're down by 3. 52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kemba Walker.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Pulls up for three. The second effort. Got it.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
Now here's Porzingis. Porzingis is double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Mavericks now. Marjanovic finds Doncic. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within three.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good. It's a 5-point game. And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 5. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Derrick, a good look. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within three.
They get the points they need as Derrick shows just how cold-blooded he can be. JJ has the bench up and going crazy with that.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Here's Marjanovic. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And they go to the intentional foul.
Shooting two.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. The three ball can't connect. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.